If you're using Harmony Essentials, then to add an effect, you have to go and click this plus icon right over here, and you'll be able to find effects here. But I'm using Harmony Premium in my case, so I do not have an effect as a feature here. So in order to add an effect in Harmony Premium, I do have to access the node view. And node view may be confusing to many at first, which is understandable. So to make the concept simple, first of all, I'm going to go over here and delete this layer out entirely. So to access the node view, I'm going to go over here onto the top right, press the plus icon right over here, and I'm going to go to node view. So once I go to node view, you can see that this is the composite right over here, which is the compositing window, and there's write and display. Usually when working out with basic effect, you do not need to change anything out over here. Let's see what happens when I add in a layer over here. So if I were to actually go over here and then add in a drawing layer, let's say for example drawing, and add it out, you can see that a new layer has been added. So that's the drawing right over here. So if I were to go over here and then draw out something, then it seems in it shows up in the composition right here. But over here you can see that there's display right over here. So if I were to drag out the line over here just like this, you can see that now the node is not being displayed. The drawing is still there, as you can see in the node view, but it's not there. So what you can do is you can drag around and connect it to the display so that it actually displays up in the composition window right here. So that is how basically the node works. So composition, write, and display, this is what displays the component, and these are the elements which are actually here on the main composition as layers. So that's the drawing, as you can see. So as I add in other drawing, let's say for example, if I were to add in a drawing right here, you can see that now there's another drawing layer right over here. So I can arrange this out right over here. So all we need to worry about usually are these things. So I don't need to worry about anything after composition, but usually we have to work around with what is there before the composition, and those are the drawings, and they are simply representation of layers. So let me go into drawing one right over here and then draw out something. So I'm going to go around here and then I'm going to use my pencil, draw out a shape right over here, and then add in a color onto it by using the color properties right over here at the bottom. So let me add in green color right over here. So from the node view on the drawing one, I added in green. So I'm just going to delete this out right here. So I'm just going to delete that out. And as I delete it here, you can see that the layer gets deleted over here as well. That is because we want to add an effect onto this now. So how do we add in effects? In case you're using Essentials, of course, you go over here onto this plus icon right here, you go to effects and choose the effect you want. But in case of Premium, you have to go over here, press the plus icon, and then go to node library. This is where you access all of the effects. But usually to work with node view and node library, it has to be side by side. So I'm just going to tear this off and keep it at the side over here. So it's easier to work around. I can just pull this out right over here so that I can see this just like that. So over here, this is the drawing and composite. And what you can do over here by using the node library is you can bring in effects. So there are effects like glow, gradient, and everything right over here. As you can see, there's blur and everything. There's filters right over here, which you can use. So let us try to use some of these. So let me go over here, and here it says something like blur direction. So this is an effect that can be used. So I can just drag the effect over here. Nothing happens because nothing has been linked up. So in order to bring this effect over here, I can simply grab this box, click and drag it onto the composite, and the blur direction comes over here. So in order to add an effect to the layer, I can simply grab in the effect and drag it to drawing. So this is what you usually do when you actually use Toon Boom Essentials, Harmony Essentials that is. And now once I drag it, and you can see right here that it has been connected from the drawing to the composition. So from the drawing, the effect has been added in onto the composition. You don't see anything yet because we are actually in the OpenGL view. So I have to convert it into render view in order to see any effect. But you still don't see any effect. That is because in the blur direction, I have to click on the plus icon right here. And here are the options I have to work with. So I have to grab the drawing onto the matte option right over here, and then increase out the values right over here to actually see the effect. So if I were to increase the radius, you can see that the effect of blur radius and everything else right here is working out just like that. You won't see it in the regular OpenGL view, but you'll see it in the render view right over here. So everything is rendered out and you can see the effect just like that. So that is how you work around with the effect properties. So you can delete this out as well. So let's say I want to delete this effect out, you just simply delete it. So there are other effects over here as well, a lot of other effects which you can actually use. Like let's say for example, I want to use pixelate. So what I want to do is simply grab the pixelate over here. And of course, yes, we can actually connect it out, work around over here, but let's directly work with the effects in node view. In case you're using premium, you can actually use this. So I'm going to hold Alt on my keyboard, and once I drag it in between the composition and the drawing, you can see that it snaps onto place, and now the pixelate effect is directly underneath the drawing right over here. So I can simply press the plus icon right here, drop the drawing layer on here, and you can see that now over here the drawing is being linked up with the mask, as you can see right over here, and then there's the output. So you can increase or decrease the effect right over here, and it'll be applied to that particular layer. In OpenGL view, you don't see it, but over here you will. So similarly, you can add in multiple effects over here as well. So let's say that I want to add in something like a shadow. So this is something you use to convert something into shadow. Drag it in, hold Alt, drag it after pixelate, and it gets converted into shadow. And you don't see anything right now because it darkens out the layer. So I have to go over here. You can see that the shadow effect has been added out. So if I were to grab in any shape over here and then create another layer, I'm just going to create another layer over here to see the shadow effects. I'm going to create a drawing, vector drawing of course, and then drag out a shape right here and drag that out below so I can see out like this. So now I'm going to go to render view, and over here you can see the shadow effect coming into play. So shadow simply darkens out the thing. So over here you'll be able to see that this is a drawing right over here, and in the drawing one there's pixelation features going on. As I click on it, you can even see the layer it is affecting. So you can see that the shadow is being applied. So now the shadow is making the whole thing black. So over here you can see that there's pixelate and underneath is the shadow, and you can change this out, the effects, to actually see how dark you can make the shadow just like that. So that is how the effects are working out, and this is basically how you work around with all of the effects. So now let's do this. Let's try out some other effects as well. So I'm just going to delete this out, and there's no effect on the layer anymore, as you can see. So let me just hide this layer as well. So let us use other effects as well. So there are a lot, as you can see. So you have to try and see the option to know what each and every one of them actually does. So there's generators, there's filters, and under filters there's stylize and everything else, for example. So let's go around with the bloom and let's see what that does. So here you can see that this drawing is red. That is because there's nothing over here. There's nothing over here that is being hidden. So red is hidden, as you can see. So over here in this, I'm going to not bloom, let's go with glow. So let me just drag that out and hold Alt, drag it in between drawing 1 and 2. And you can see that glow effect has been added. Doesn't really seem like glow, but if you were to press plus icon right here, you can change around the color. As you can see, you can change around the greens, change around the blues, you can get the colors you want. You can change around the alphas right over here, and you can change the intensity, which actually makes the object glow, as you can see right here. So you can make it glow much less or much more. Right now we are using a very simple type of a drawing, so let's try to see it in something with a texture. So I'm going to go around here onto the brush and onto the tool properties of the brush. Let's try to use something like this one right over here, and then with this one I'm just going to drag it out, and here there's the brush right over here. So on the node view, what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab in the glow and drag it in over here. So press Alt, hold Alt and drag it in over here. And as I go into the glow right over here and change the intensity of the glow, just like this, and you can see that this is how it affects everything out. So as I add in the colors, you can see that the colors seem as if they are glowing out. So really good for star-like effects. So bloom, everything right here. So let's add in the bloom after the glow, and you can see that now there's a bloom type of an effect where the threshold, if I were to increase this out, you can see that it actually is lighting out on the sides as well. So you can increase the radius as well. So as I increase the radius, you can see that there's a glow-like, bloom-like effect going on right over there. So there's a lot of effect. You can work around with this just like this. Another thing that you might want to work around with is transparency as well, which is one of the common effects that you may want to use. And the thing is, if you don't know where to look for an effect, you can actually go over here and search for the effect as well. So I'm going to search for transparency. So I'm just going to type in transparent, and you can see the transparency effect right here. So what I can do is I can just drag it out over here and drag this below. Doesn't matter if this is messy right over here. So I'm just going to drag in the transparency under the bloom, and you can see that there's semi-transparency going on right over here as well. So I can enable the layer below to see what we are talking about. So you can see that there's a transparency going on right over there. So once I go over here and work around with the transparency, I can press the plus icon. I can increase the level of transparency, so I can say 100, so it's full transparent. As you can see, if I were to say 0, it's not transparent. So I can drag around and change the value right over here, just like this. And great thing is I can animate all of the effects right over here as well. So I can go over here. So I'm going to add in, let's say, keyframe on all of this. That is, I'm going to increase the frame. And then if I were to change the value, for example, I'm going to change the value of all of these right over here. Change the value out over here, drag around the intensity. So it's low and maybe higher. Intensity is higher. And maybe I want to change around the radius into even bigger, just like this, and change around the transparency as well. And let's see how everything animates. So I'm just going to hide the bottom layer right over here. Just enable the top layer because I just want animation on that. And you can see that over time, it actually animates. So we can actually see that it actually animates. It's in the render view, so it does take time to show up the preview. But you can see that once you export, it's actually much good. So you can see right over here that it is animating by frame right over here. In this view right over here, you can quickly see the animation coming into play because it's using the OpenGL engine, but over here you won't be able to see it right away. So it does take some time to process out. So that is how you can see that you can work around with effects, work around with nodes, and add in several effects onto your drawings, your animations, just like that in Toon Boom. So hope you guys learned something as always. And as always, please like, comment, share, and subscribe.